So I'm about to go pick up stuff from auction. It's cold at the moment. It's minus 21 Celsius. Windshield's frosted over, and of course my heater motor isn't working properly, so defrost isn't working. Giving it a scrape, but still kind of frosty. But I've got to get going, so hopefully the heater motor will kick in when we hit speed on the highway. Yeah, I'm making one other stop at a store on the way back. Hopefully I can pick up something there and make the trip kind of a little more worthwhile. But yeah, it's a little unseasonably cold this time of year right now. It's not supposed to get above zero, above freezing for a while yet. Kind of an extended winter. I don't know if you can see my breath here, but yeah, it's cold. Way too cold for March. But anyway, so on the way. So I'll show you all the finds when I get back, and we'll go through them bit by bit. All right. Well, that was interesting. Just went through a section of highway that the fields were pretty much blended in with the road. Thank goodness it's basically straight, although there's a few curves. Yeah, so some white knuckle driving, snow and ice. So yeah, snow drifts on the road and ice underneath that. So that was fun. So yeah, I guess we'll take another route home. Okay. So that little episode is a game in Manitoba we call Where's My Lane? Or Where's the Yellow Line? Yeah, not fun. Anyway, so we'll be showing you the stuff I bought at auction shortly. Hey folks, so auction season is upon us in Manitoba now. So I missed the first one auction that I wanted to bid on. But I did bid on another one. I didn't get a whole ton, maybe oh, I don't know how many lots. Not a ton anyway. Not my normal buying activities. So, but I'll show you what I got. First of all, there was a bunch of souvenir spoons. So the rack will just go to the thrift store. And then the spoons I bought just on spec to see if there was any sterling ones. So I'm going to pour them out and see if we can spot any sterling ones. I'll look at them closer later as well, but we'll just go through them quickly, see if we can see any sterling. Doesn't look like any of this particular batch. There's that's stainless steel, so that's nothing. Just an odd spoon. The odd time these nickel plated ones or chrome plated ones are sterling, but no such luck on that one. Oh, hey, we've got one sterling one right there. I don't know if you can see the hallmarks, but they're there. So there's sterling one. I will check the date and age and maker to see if it's anybody important and worth any more than scrap. So we'll see. But there's one good one, so that was worthwhile. So far, otherwise, there's not really anything else. There's some junk, but doesn't look like any other ones in that batch. Nope. And what I usually do with just the generic run-of-the-mill spoons, I bulk them up in a lot on Etsy and sell them by the pound. So that's how I get rid of the surplus ones, the excess ones. Now we'll see if we've got any other ones. I think I see one right there. There's another hallmarked one right there. I don't know if you can see the hallmark on that one, but it's right there. And yeah, I think it's King Henry VIII, but I think he'll just go to scrap. So that's a kind of a good one. Where did I throw the other one? There we go. So it was a little hard to tell in the photograph whether there was any sterling ones in there, but there obviously is. Oh, here's potentially another one. Nope, that's electroplate nickel silver EPNS. So that's nothing important. Nope, EPNS I would think. Silver plated, yes. So yeah, looks like we've got mainly a bunch of other silver plated ones, but I think I'm making money on the sterling. Here's another. This is a sterling one as well, right there. This one's Victoria, BC, Bouchard Gardens. Not really saleable for me, so scrap it is. And we've got another. This one I'm pretty sure is, yeah, Progress, the Marksman Souvenir. Might want to look that one up. I'll just do a check on it. I don't think it's anything, but we'll see. And we have an Elizabeth coronation one or something. That one's pretty worn. Presented by Norwich Urban District Council, coronation 1937. Well, I might be able to get a few extra bucks for that one. We'll see. So I'll set that aside. Nothing. I don't think these are anything either. No. Nope. 1983 limited edition. Oh boy. Nothing special. And these won't be anything. That one isn't. Occasionally these are. Made in Italy though, so probably just nickel. Nothing special. Alright. Oh, there's a pewter one. Oh, here's another sterling one, I'm pretty sure. That one I'll have tested probably, because it's not marked sterling that I can see, but I suspect that one's silver, so it's flimsy enough, just has the right feel and look. I'm pretty sure that's silver. Let's see, anything else? There's another one. That one's sterling silver. So that one's kind of cool. That one's marked Brandon. So souvenir Brandon, Manitoba. I might have a buyer for that one. Although it's very plain and boring, but may have a buyer for that one. So we'll set it aside. These are typically, they look sterling to some people, but they are usually plated 99.9% of the time, maybe even 100%. So I think we're running out of options here for silver ones. There's not much left. Some of these Holland ones can be silver, but this one's not. I don't know what that mark is. It might be worth doing a bit of research, but somebody else can win on that one. And I'm pretty sure, yeah. So far, how about that one, guys? What do you think? No, nickel. And there's a, oh, I forget what they call these with the bishop or monk or whatever on them. Apostle spoons, that's what they are. Apostle spoons. So, okay. And the rest, I'm pretty sure, are all just plated. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to clean this mess up and get back to you with some more stuff. So I just quickly weighed up the sterling spoons, and there was, oh, how much? 36 ounces, or sorry, 36 grams. So at 68 cents a gram, comes out to $24.62. So yeah, that was worth picking up. It helps pay for gas. And there was 2 pounds worth of spoons. I sell 5 pounds for $50 US, postage included, and the postage is about $20. So I maybe get $30 per 5 pounds of spoons, so I recoup my money that way as well. But I did get some decent, a little bit of money out of the sterling. So that was good. That does not include the Brandon spoon though as well. When you're scrapping these, the enameling is considered contamination, so really there's only this much pure sterling. The rest they will ding you for the enameling on it, because that does weigh a little bit as well. So, but anyway, some scrap there, that's good. And the other stuff I'll check as well, but got a little bit of other things. So anyway, I'll unwrap some of the other goodies here. Some of this, again, I bought in lots, so there's going to be stuff that is just going to go to the thrift shop. There's another swung vase, another carnival glass swung vase. I have a few of these. If you didn't already know, these were literally made by swinging them when they're hot to extend the glass, and then they're hand crimped with other glass making tools. So that's how they're made. But yeah, kind of, you can always tell that it's legit stuff, not just by the coloration and such. You should be able to tell by the coloration on most carnival pieces. You get used to seeing that particular sheen, but the fact that it's hand done and swung like that and hand crimped and such, Generally, the reproductions do not have that. But Carnival is kind of fallen by the wayside, so it's a little tougher to sell these days. And what else have we got? Okay, this, I kind of bid on spec on a bunch of plates, hoping this was a Canadian or Manitoba souvenir plate. Unfortunately, it is Manitoba. Oh, Courthouse, Minnedosa, Manitoba. But it is quite worn, unfortunately. So it is Minnedosa, but being worn, it's going to be maybe a $15 plate in that kind of condition. So a little tough to tell on condition in the photograph. So unfortunate, but I didn't pay a lot for it. I just bid on spec anyway. And let's see what other plates. Maybe I got a bonus in there somewhere. We'll see. Let's see what other plates are in that lot. There's a fancy one. Kind of looks nice, but it is somebody's 1987 ceramics class plate is what it is. Oh, it's signed Margot. Anyway, nothing important. That goes to the thrift store. Somebody else can deal with it. Another thrift store piece decorated in Canada, USA origin, 1959, but nothing special. And a restaurant ware plate, Shenego. Sometimes this stuff sells, but I don't think there's any desire for that particular pattern, so that's going to go to the thrift store. Alright, and got a platter, hand painted again by Myatt. And nothing special again for me anyway. Somebody will fall in love with it at the thrift store, hopefully. Nothing, very common type modern plate. And another, this Old English, Johnson Brothers. Now, there's somebody out there probably looking for it. I'll do a quick eBay search, but I really doubt that there's anybody interested in this particular type of pattern. This sort of stuff was sold in places like Woolworths, 5 and dime stores, that sort of thing, in sets and by the piece. So just not a lot of call for this stuff anymore. So probably thrift shop fodder. Then with that Carnival vase, I got this. Now, you may think, oh, that's a vase, but it's not. You see it's kind of ground here. Well, it's actually part of a display. They use these with glass shelves in stores, a lot of times pharmacies and 5 and dime type stores and such, and there'd be glass shelves, and these are the supports for those glass shelves. Like I said, you can see the grinding marks here that prove that. I have others that they did use as vases that are almost identical, but slightly smaller, that were used for both. And they don't have a ground portion. But they were used as vases as well, those other ones that do not have this ground piece. But when they have this ground piece, you know for sure they were supports for glass shelves. So that's what they are. Okay, and next, let's see, I bought a bunch of trays, and they're nothing special. It's another thrift shop piece, nothing special, so that'll just go to the thrift store. And got a tray which is in much better condition than I thought it would be. So this one will go in the store. Kind of a lady in Victorian dress. And then another wood tray, which I think I'll just send to the thrift store because I don't think there's going to be any call for that. But out of the 5 pieces, the 5th piece was what I was after, was this piece of pyrography. Now, pyrography is wood burning, essentially. So there was patterns sold and kits sold, and people did just their own type as well. I think this probably came from a patterned kit. Unfortunately, now that I'm looking at it, it appears there's a piece missing here. There was something nailed in here. Maybe a hook or something. Perhaps, I don't know. We'll see. Still kind of a nice decor piece anyway, just for display. And they didn't cost me a whole heck of a lot anyway, which is a good thing considering it's missing that piece. Alrighty, here we go on another box. I've got some new old stock flash bulbs. I used to sell some of this sort of stuff to movie companies and the like. They would buy this sort of thing because they would actually use them in the films, and of course they would make them function so that cameras did flash in the movies, but the problem was they actually used them up, so they would buy these for that purpose. But probably could sell them on eBay or Etsy, which is probably where they'll end up. I got more Westinghouse photo flash bulbs. This is a Christmas sleeve, and as you can tell, it's over their stock sleeve right here. So the stock sleeve underneath is in mint condition, or near mint condition, which is kind of cool. Anyway, so it's flash bulbs. Oh, got some more flash bulbs. Lots of flash bulbs. And of course they're falling out of a bag here. Some more bulbs. And we've got a Viewmaster stereoscope with, it's got any reels with it? Doesn't look like it. Nope, no reels. Or is there a reel? Oh, there is. Nope, there isn't. Oh well, we got a catalog at least, a reel list. Oh, we do have a reel. Okay, which one is this? Well, this is interesting. Personal reel mount. So this is somebody's photographs. So yeah, that's, I don't know whether they're worth anything when they've got somebody's own personal photographs in them, but what do we got? Let's see. I think there's anything risque on here. A little tough to tell. Yeah, can't really tell. Well, I'll check them out later, and I'll let you know if there's anything significant. If there's some historic thing on there or something. Okay. So that's that. And this is what I was after in this particular lot. Hudson's Bay Company reel-in can set. But I don't know what the film is. So it's a Hudson's Bay related film of some kind. So we'll have to check that out on its own. Maybe an advertisement or something, or somebody's home movies. I'm not sure. But it is Hudson's Bay Company, so that's good. But we'll see what it is. That could be something really good. It might just be nothing. Here's a lot. Didn't know this was even in there. So I got a lighter. That's cool. $20 lighter maybe, something like that. In the box anyway, $25 lighter. That reminds me of the two-tones. I bought a bunch of lighters still on their cards, on a display card, an entire big display card of these particular lighters. Years and years ago. All new old stock. Anyway, so enough reminiscing. Then this beast, whoa, is a projector of some sort. Not sure. It's a Victor animatograph. Animatograph? I don't know. Victor Portable Victor Portable Stereopticon. Sounds like a transformer or something, doesn't it? But it's a viewer of some kind, and I think they had the stand for it in a separate lot. Now, come to look at the base. Oh well. Well, I wouldn't have known that, but anyway, yeah. It's an earlier one. That's an early socket on there. So who knows? Don't know. Might have a little value, probably $45, $50 maybe. And then out of that same lot, there was this slide viewer. So I might sell that. I might keep it. I don't know. If I get slides to view, I might want to view them. So should I keep it or should I sell it? Maybe I'll sell it. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I sell it or should I keep it for use? Don't know. Let me know in the comments. Alright. And then another lot. I got some brass stuff. Let's see what's in here. So some brass pieces and a piece of cast iron. This is just scrap because it's made in India junk that is just meant for decor. So scrap metal. And I don't know. That might be a $3 or $4 item, but who knows. Teaspoon. And this is a Lincoln Imp. Now sometimes these Lincoln Imps tend to be worth some money, so I'll check that one out. And then a nabob spoon, nabob coffee or teaspoon. These I get about $10 to $15 for, so that's what it'll sell for. And then we've got another little good luck from Kelvin Hall, apparently. I'll check that one out, but I don't think it's anything. And we've got a little toy cast iron. A little bit worse for wear. It looks like it's maybe been buried at one time and it's been dug up because it is fairly rusty, but I don't know, $25 maybe retail in that condition, maybe a little less. I'll do some checking. So that's that box of stuff. Okay, next box picked up, let's see, a sort of a crank telephone, a Bakelite cased office telephone probably is what it is. Inter-office. I'm going to go with my telephone hoard that I've got in the store. And then we're kind of heavy on we've got a lot of manuals. McCormick Deering IH, McCormick Deering, another McCormick Deering parts catalog, another parts catalog. There's a group on Facebook that I belong to that I think I can move some of this stuff in, the IH stuff anyway. That's probably nothing. Practical Delta projects, although Delta stuff is kind of collectible, so we'll see. Case parts, that's probably a good one. I'll have to check that one out. Handbook, the home workshop by South Bend Lathe Works, so that's a sponsored one as well. May have some collectible value. Here's a catalog for Atlas shop equipment. So we've got lathes, so that's kind of cool. That might be a neat piece. It's a little bit worn on the back, but still, it's neat. Case Model L tractor, that's a good catalog. Parts catalog for the Model L. So I think that's a good one. Same with the case repair parts list, Model C. And then we've got a McCormick Deering double run feed grain drill special parts catalog. That might be a good one. Let's see. Then we've got a Motors Auto Repair Manual 59. Kind of a generic one. Probably nothing terribly special, maybe $20, something like that. Maybe 30, 35, I don't know. We'll check on it. Then in another lot that came up fairly cheap, they were only asking $3 a piece at some garage sale, obviously, or some sale. But they came fairly cheap as well. Eaton's catalogs from 75. Eaton's was a department store in sort of comparable to, well, Hudson Bay Company or Sears. Comparable to Sears, basically. In Canada, it was quite a famous and huge chain as well. They unfortunately went under some time ago, I think back in the 90s. So yeah. Anyway, on to the next box. Okay, on to the next box. We've got a few frames that will just go to the thrift shop, I think. Actually, that one I'll save and put a some vintage paper in. I'll reuse that one. These are easy to take apart and such, and they're good to preserve paper with, so we'll keep that one. And we've got another one that heads to the thrift store. That one there, I don't think there's, looks like they took the photographs out, whatever they were. So thrift shop it goes. And stained glass one, modern. Still got UPC, made in China, so off to the thrift store. Same with this ugly plate. There we go, thrift shop fodder. This one's broken, so garbage. We've got a run-of-the-mill picture, thrift shop. This one is signed ESD, and it appears to be a pastel. So there's a little thing with it. Solva from My Window by Bryn Aber, so from Malcolm John. I'm not sure what that's about. I'll check that one. There may be, we've got the information all there, so why not check it, see if it's anything. That's why I bought it, because I spotted that, but it was very difficult to see in the photograph to see what it was, so I just took a chance on it. And some more frames for the thrift store. Alright, what else? Now to unwrap. Oh, there's a thrift store piece again. Nothing important. And then, in that same lot, I bought two of these. They're just, they were a couple bucks. And I sell these for about 20, so it was worth picking up. We got the second one as well in milk glass, whereas the other one's just kind of a cased glass, I think. That one's in milk glass. So there. So that's that box, and I got a couple other things to show you yet, so hang in there. So I also bought what it said, 2 army cots. Now, I'm not so sure there's 2 here. Something seems awry, so I'm going to have to put them together somehow and see if they actually, there's actually 2 there, or whether I've got, perhaps I have 2 that are missing parts and I don't have complete ones. We'll see. But they were asking $165. But anyway, they cost me 25 bucks. It might be a waste, we'll see. And also got a Tashkin calendar from Franz Lanting entitled Life. And Tashkin stuff tends to be not a bad dollar at times. So if you're a reseller, make sure you check that out. I don't think that only cost me a few bucks, so it wasn't much of a risk. And let's see. Then I got this beast. Now, I'm not sure why I bought it. Well, I know why I bought it. It was cheap. It was going very cheap. It's missing parts, I think, from here. But anyway, it's still good for parts, I'm sure. I hope. I hope somebody will buy it for parts or for restoration or something. But there it is, magic lantern, basically a viewer to view slides and such. So that's what it is, and that's about it. The Tashkin, by the way, cost me a whole $1, so I didn't risk a whole lot on that. Those spoons cost me a whole $3, so I made $21 in scrap silver. So did okay in the end. Anyway, that's about it, folks. So thanks for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe and check out our other videos on antiquing, picking, thrifting, scrapping, etc. Take care, folks.